Hi. See if I can get this set up. Okay. This has got to go more this direction. Or I got to do this. Have some water. Try to get myself dialed in here. Take a hairbrush to my hair. Make myself pretty for all my peeps. How you guys doing? Oh, I've got somebody. Hi, somebody. Okay. Kind of brush my hair. Hi. Get situated here. Bring my tripod around here. Who do we got? Yesterday was my birthday. We have leftover cake. Ah, you know, I had ordered a cute little wig that was dirt cheap because it was synthetic. Hi, Savannah. Hi. Oh, golly. What does this say? Can't use Big B voice. I don't want to use Big. We just got back from Walmart. Lexi and I are painting. Ooh, that sounds nice. Hi, Lexi. Grandma Sunny had a birthday yesterday. I'm this many years old. I'm having a little Dr. Pepper. I just came back from the commissary not too long ago. As you can see, I got my dandelion pills. I stopped and got them. Oh my goodness. And I have my curcumin. And do you know, Savannah, that I told the girl, could you check with my phone number and see if I've got some coupons? Because I think I recall that they give you coupons on your birthday. And, hi, Nicole. How you feeling? Did we see a baby bump picture yet? Your baby bump must be nice and big. And Savannah, I picked these two things up and I asked the girl to check my phone number for coupons. And she goes, oh my goodness, you have a $20 off coupon. So I got my two things for $36 today. So that was good news to me. I've got myself some ice cream. Nicole, I've been doing this thing with Alberta. It's called intermittent fasting. And so I was really hungry. But I cooked a hot corn dog in the hot air fryer. I have a little bit of birthday cake left from yesterday. See? Wish you were here to help me eat it. You guys. Uh-oh. I almost dropped it. Don't want to do that. Now I gotta leave some because tonight when we come home from picking up Papa, he's gonna want a little piece. But let's see. I think I'm actually losing some weight on this intermittent fasting thing. Ugh. Sorry. So, did Nicole leave? That's sad. I wanted to say hi to Nicole. More than just hi. Where did Nicole go? Savannah, did she say anything about she had to go for some reason? She just said she's hungry. But as you can remember, Savannah, when you're pregnant, you're hungry a lot of the time. So I'm going to have some chocolate, strawberry, and French vanilla cake. The chocolate was really chocolatey because I got chocolate fudge. Mmm. So, yeah, when I got home, I made a corn dog in the. It is really yummy, Savannah. I'll make it for you one day. The candy sunflowers are not so bueno, though. They're kind of tough and tasteless. So, what's happening with you and Lexi painting? Oh my goodness. It's so yummy, the strawberry flavored cake. Mm. Mm. Hi, is Nicole back? Nicole, did you go and get yourself something to eat? Hi, Mindy. I mean, Melody. I think this week I'm going to bring downstairs that kit and try to do a video of me trying to do it. Hi, Mel. It was kind of low key, but it was really nice. Mel, you only got a bite of chocolate fudge cake and strawberry left. I made a Neapolitan cake because that's what my mom used to make. That was supposedly the family birthday cake. And she would only put it turned out really yummy. You've done two more. You're going to post a picture on Facebook. Oh. So, when I was a kid, if we chose to have the family birthday cake, it would be the Neapolitan one. We were allowed to choose like any other flavor of cake that we wanted to ask for, but a good part of the time we'd ask for this. Well, she would just mix up a white cake mix and throw in a bunch of red food coloring and make it pink. And we used to always tease her that the pink, we know it was just the food coloring, but golly, it tastes so much better than the white cake mix, Mom. And so that was funny. When Rachel, my daughter, was in elementary school, whenever she wanted this for her birthday cake, I had switched over to actually using a strawberry mix. So make a strawberry flavored cake. So you do get the chocolate fudge flavor and then the strawberry and then the French vanilla flavor. And it's so yummy that way. Anyhow, I cut the, oh, I have to tell a funny story about that. Let me get a little drink. Sippy, sippy. Oh, and then here's my cute t-shirt. Any of you that are old enough to remember WKRP in Cincinnati? Anybody remember when it was Thanksgiving and they were going to give turkeys to the listeners, and they told them to be out at a airfield and that they would distribute the Mel, you remember. And yeah, they were throwing them from an airplane flying overhead. And the guy that had set it up said, I swear to God, I did not know that turkeys couldn't fly. And all the people were screaming. You hear them like children and women screaming, blood curdling screams of terror. It was funny. So, anyhow, I was only making small little cakes. I have like a 6-inch pan. And I was just making small little cakes. And so I took each cake mix. I took, you know how we have the scales for when we're going on a weight loss thing so we can measure our food if we need to. So I turned that on and had like Ziploc bags. And then I was spooning the dry cake mix into the 2 different bags and weighing it to make sure that it was split up even, Steven. So I mix up the chocolate one. It gets all nice and puffy. It smells, the whole house smells so good. Go to take it out. I set it, I have a piece of baker's rack that had nothing, or so I thought, had nothing on top of the baker's rack. And I set it down there for a minute, and I kind of pivoted to my right to get a toothpick to make sure that the cake was done. And all of a sudden I hear this sliding, and I turn around and go, no, and I'm grabbing for it, and too late. And the hot cake hit the floor, fell out of the pan, broke into a bunch of chunks. Oh, so since I only have that one pan, I had to regroup, wash the pan, dry the pan, grease the pan, put my little parchment round that I had cut out, put that in the bottom, grease that a little bit, sugar it, mix up the other half of the chocolate. Thank goodness I had another half of a chocolate. So anyhow, it ended up taking an extra hour than what it would have taken. So, hey Melody, what do you think of my new glasses that I got? I got them about maybe not quite 2 weeks ago. Do you like them? I had to get my eyes tested because I was getting my driver's license on the 22nd. I have a funny little story about my glasses, and it has a moral to the story. So I go into Lens Crafters. Sorry. One of those little candies that says happy birthday. Because I used to decorate beautiful, beautiful cakes, but that was when my daughter was like 4. And I haven't done that in a long time. So, you know, and I got arthritis in my hand from holding the icing bag and writing and stuff. So I just got those little candies that you put on there that say happy birthday. I don't care. It was pretty. It was cute. I will post a picture. Anyhow, Melody, I go and get my eyes tested, and I'm looking at Lens Crafters, and I hate my face with glasses on. So basically, I was going around, trying on all these glasses, and feeling really, really ugly to the max degree. Just not happy at all. I was a very sad camper, and I saw these, and I thought, well, those look kind of nice. So I put them on, and as soon as I put them on, I saw a spontaneous smile come across my face, and I thought, wow, I don't know, this could be good. This could be good if I hadn't have fallen in love with them so fast. I should not have let my heart go, because within 10 seconds, my heart had been handed over to these little puppies. Okay, so then I take them off, And I think, well, I'm going to look at the price tag. Oh, no. I warn you people, please, when you're shopping for stuff, always look at the price tag first. Because your broken heart is going to hurt so bad when you fall in love first and then look at the price tag. So anyhow, long story short, it was almost $300 for the frames. And I was like, oh no. First of all, I couldn't believe, after looking at all the frames I had looked at there at Lens Crafters that were relatively decent price, you know, maybe the expensive ones I was seeing was maybe, because I was looking at plastic. Because I have had wire frames and I didn't like how those pads that they put on your nose, how they feel. So anyhow, I was looking at plastic and they were like 100 something, you know, at the most. At the most. A lot of them were like $80, $65. Good prices. So I was like, oh my God. And I just about started crying and I'm like, I can't have these. I can't have these. I just can't have these. And the one salesman came over and he says, ma'am, don't panic. Just come over and talk to me. He said, wait a minute. I heard you say that your husband is a veteran. And he says, we have some special programs for veterans and just let me see what I can do. And he starts punching in like my prescription. And he brings it down. He puts together like 2 or 3 different discounts, I think. And all of a sudden it comes, the price comes down. And it's like, oh, I can have them, yay. But I learned a good lesson then. And that is, I'm going to always look at the price tags first. I don't care if it's a purse. I don't care if it's shoes. I don't care what it is. I'm going to look at the price tag first because, oh, that was, for a minute there, my heart was aching. I was like, oh, you broke my heart. Anyhow, come to find out, you know why they were so darn expensive? Can anybody guess? And I was like, why would Lens Crafters have such expensive glasses? And when I found out why they were that expensive, yeah, Melody, big time. Try Versace. Ah, Versace. Let me put them close to, so let's see if you can see the details. I don't know if you can see the detail. And then over on the side, on the thing back here, it's got the Versace thing too. First of all, I didn't even know Versace did glasses. And then second of all, in my mind's eye, if designers made glasses, wouldn't they belong in like that foo-foo optometrist place in Kailua that's really highbrow and la-di-da? Then that would make sense that designers would put their glasses with them, but not Lens Crafters. I thought that was hilarious. I know! I really like them, and you should see when I put my makeup on, they really, really look good. But I think even like this, when I don't have any makeup, I think it still looks pretty good. And they kind of just make me happy. And I had been wanting some cat eye, and they're not extreme cat eyes the way my mom. The reason I wanted cat eyes when they became popular, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, is because my mom, when I was a tiny little girl, I seen pictures of her, and she had the real cat eye glasses. And so I wanted them for that reason. But all the cat eye ones I had tried on were smaller in the lens and did not look good in balance with my face proportions. So yeah, that's excited. Anyhow, that was the story of that. I'm still going to be paying for them for a couple months. I did the big extreme no-no because, you know, I got my credit card completely paid off, and I did a bad no-no. I put it on my credit card. So, but I'm going to make sure that I pay it off in like 2 months, so I'm back to zero. Anyhow, yesterday, because since I quit working at Sears, a lot of my friendships have kind of dwindled by the wayside. You know, they get busy, they're working, and they're not even working at Sears. Some of, like one of the ladies, and she's a big head honcho over at Victoria's Secret, and one lady that was one of the leads, one of the managers, she's at Bloomingdale's at Ala Moana now. And a lot of people just went their separate ways. And so, really, to be honest, I couldn't think of who I was going to have a big shebang with for my 65th birthday. So I said to my best friend, Alberta, I said, why don't we just, you, me, and Dennis go? So we did. And we went, and I had been really hungry for a Cinnabon. I haven't had a Cinnabon in years. So, I mean, I've made those at the house, you know, but it's not the same. So we went to Cinnabons in Pearl Ridge, and we had a Cinnabon. I had the little ones, though, you know, they make the smaller ones. And that's all I needed, just was the taste of it. And from there, oh, well, then we were still hungry because Alberta and I are doing this intermittent fasting. Raise your hand if you know what intermittent fasting is, because Alberta's been doing it for like 7 or 8 months, and she's lost 25 pounds. And for her small body, that was a lot of weight. And she's looking fabulous. She's feeling better. And so she really wanted me to do it. So I'm kind of trying it. Boy, we lost a couple people. That's really sad. Anyhow, so I'm doing it, and I'm just checking out where you stop eating at 7 p.m. and then you start eating at 11 in the morning, not before. And so Alberta was saying, now you do know you need to eat a little healthier, a little more fruits and vegetables, and a little less carbs and desserts, and cut your portion size down. And I said, I know, but I'm just checking to see if this is working. Yeah. So I told her, I'm just seeing that if this thing about the time actually makes a difference. So I'm going to do it for another week or so. And then I'm going to go into the gym and weigh myself and see. And if I've dropped, say, 10 pounds or whatever, then I know that the time thing really has made a difference. So once I know that for sure, then I can start to add in the controlling the portion sizes, cutting back on how frequently I have a dessert treat, and eating a lot more fruits and vegetables and lean meat, cut back on my meat size. Because, you know, when I eat a steak, I want to eat a steak. I don't want to eat 4 ounces of steak. I want a steak. You've been trying to do it too. Sometimes you miss the cutoff time. Oh, I saw that one already. A steak is one of my favorite things in the world, which is funny because I like pizza and I like lasagna, so you'd think that, oh golly, I better take my vitamins. And I'm going to finish my last bite of chocolate cake. Here, you eat the strawberry. Okay. All right. Birthday party over. So this morning I fixed my vitamins for when I could have my vitamins. Any of you that wear glasses, I have to say Walmart has, in their optical section, right as you're going either in or out of your Walmart, they have microfiber lens wipers for $3.80, I believe, and it's huge. Usually I paid about that much or even more at sometimes for dentist to have a microfiber, and then you'd open it and it would be about this big. So when I open it, and it's so soft and it really does a good job. So I have my vitamins here. I don't have my calcium, and I got to open these. These are dandelion pills. Any of you that have never heard me talk about it before, I came across these probably 6 years ago, and I had about 2 or 3 days where I was eating an excessive amount of McDonald's. I mean, a lot of McDonald's, lunch and supper. And I went to watch the meteor shower with my friends from Sears, and we had a huge bag of quarter pounders. We just eating those quarter pounders one after another. Well, I got home from watching the meteor shower, and I felt dizzy and so not right. And I took my blood pressure, and it was like stroke level. And I was not going to go to the hospital because my dad, when they put him on blood pressure medicine, they just about killed him. He had to be rushed in an ambulance because he had a little episode where his heart had slowed down, and his blood pressure was way, way, way too low. And I knew that I had a tendency to every now and then get those things where your blood pressure drops for just a split second. So I did some research online, and come to find out, dandelion is a natural diuretic that is a lot safer than the diuretics they give you to take if you go to the doctor. So I started that, and it brought my blood pressure down between that and the garlic pills that I take every day. Oh, how's the baby doing? Okay, so I got now the curcumin. This is the best part. Curcumin is the best part of turmeric. And you may have heard all the talk about turmeric the last couple of years. Baby's doing great. This baby kicks so much, just like my other two. Just kick, kick, kick all day. Oh no. Aw. You mean we're not having us a little girl? We're having another boy. Although Rachel kicked like crazy, so that doesn't mean anything. So yeah, the curcumin, unlike regular curcumin powder, this one starts with 95% curcumin extract, a standardized active form, purified and concentrated from the turmeric root. Now, I'm not really sure what the specific thing is supposed to do, microabsorption. I love this brand. It comes in like a gel cap. So, and I'll show you here. And it really gets in your bloodstream well. Now, Dennis and I have noticed that if we run out of these things and I don't get in there and get some more for us pretty quick, within 3 days we can be in a whole lot of pain. So this is one thing that we never ever want to be caught without. I was trying to think. I know that it is good for our joint pain, and arthritis, but I don't know what other things it says it's good for. as a dietary supplement, take one soft gel. Oh, 1 to 2 times a day. I never read that. Oh my goodness, 1 to 2 times a day. I could have been taking double the dose. And I think I will today. I think I'll take twice today as a healthcare precaution. But it says if you're pregnant or nursing, don't take this. Okay, for the first time, blah, 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 blah. For brain, joint, and immune health. Oh, I better take double for the brain. Oh, my goodness, yes. Oh, I started to tell you about, la, 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 I'm just fluttering around like a little butterfly. Ooh. It's because we haven't had a live for a while, so I got so much to tell you. Okay, finish this. So, yeah, it's supposed to help your brain. Who knew? Not me. And I didn't know I could take it up to twice a day. It's expensive, so I probably ought not to, but maybe every other day I can take 2. And you know, sometimes if it can keep you alert and your brain acting more like normal, maybe it's worth, you know, putting out a little bit of money. But I the joint and the immune system and the joint supplement, joint, yeah, you know. So taking this one, see what it looks like. You can see right through it. Turmeric is so good for you in so many ways. I know there's a lot of people that are taking turmeric. They buy the cheap stuff, but I tried the cheap stuff, and it always would give me that acid burn in the throat. Uh-oh. What do we got here? My boys all over my house running now. Stop. So, yeah, I got did you see my couch? There's the dog sleeping there. But I got my couch cover that I told you was coming, see? There you go. Isn't it cute? And then I got my flowers that Alberta gave me yesterday for my birthday. My sunflowers, they're trying to open today. But I got them in a flamingo vase. Oh, I know. I got it from Wish. It came from China to me from Wish. I'll show you up close. And even the setting is kind of cute. There you go. But get this, it's turning my finger green because it's cheap metal. So what I'm thinking is paint it with clear polish, right? Don't you think paint the inside with clear fingernail polish and let it dry? Maybe put 2 coats. And they keep it from turning my finger green. It was $1, I think, or maybe even free. But I had to pay shipping, which was like a whopping $2, I think. But I really love it. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I got to finish taking, look at these are all my pills that I gathered up this morning for me. I have glucosamine chondroitin. That's these. I have to take 2 of those for glucosamine chondroitin for my arthritis. And then this is fish oil, burpless fish oil. And that's helping my arthritis too. Then I have magnesium. Magnesium is helping keeping me from getting muscle cramps. Then I have a general purpose multivitamin. And I think I'm going to, well, I could take this one. This is a 12-hour Aleve. And this one, what is this one? This one, oh, this one is missing the other one. There it is. I take 2 of these. This is burpless kyolic garlic, specially formulated for blood pressure. And then this is what they call bioastin, and that helps boost your immune system. Then this is probiotic. Probiotic is good for your lower intestine, and what that's really good for is, especially you guys that get exposed to flus and colds and all that junk over there in the mainland. Well, they got it here too, but I keep myself pretty isolated. The probiotic, what it does is if any germs happen to make its way down to your lower intestine, these are the good germs, and they will punch bad germs out. Then I take an extra B6 pill a day, even though my multivitamins got B6. And the reason behind that is because B6 can help all of your nerve endings work in conjunction with each other much better. So I have a little tendency towards carpal tunnels for the last 15, 20 years, and that really helps that a lot. And then I have an extra B12 vitamin because it's not so much for energy to keep you wired, although that helps too, but it's energy on the molecular level so that your molecules in your body can function at their highest efficiency. Okay? I've studied nutrition for a very, very long time. Even before Rachel was born, I studied nutrition. And I always had I loved it for a hobby. So, and that's why I'm probably so healthy all the time. Anyhow, so these I normally would take with breakfast, but now I'm on that silly fast thing, so I'll be taking them with my lunch. So we're going to be eating out at Zippy's tonight, and I will be giving them my $5 and filling out my form, and then I will be having my seniors card sent to me, which reminds me I have to go look, and my Medicare card came in the mail, and I kind of got flaky and didn't keep track of which purse I put it in. So anyhow, tell me how everybody's been. Nicole's been busy bee building a new baby, which is exciting, and we can't wait to see the baby. And that's going to be another, what, 2 months, 3 months. I always forget. Melody, what you've been up to? First week in June. Okay, so we got March, April, May. Yeah, so 3 more months basically. Not much. Melody's just relaxing and doing her art, her craft stuff. Oh, Melody, I bought a frame to put the first one in, and I got it home, and it broke my heart because it was not wide enough in one direction and too wide in the other direction. So I'm thinking I need to take it with me when I go shopping for a frame. But anyhow, one of these days I'll get in a frame and get it on my wall. I'm gonna live forever. Aw, thank you, Nicole. My husband seems to think so too. He keeps saying I'm not gonna die till I'm like 110 or something. I don't put too many pills in my mouth at a time. My husband will try to put all of his pills in his mouth at one time. And I get scared I'm going to choke. Okay, it's 1:19. That means if I have to take another pain pill, I've been able to go without pain pills lately. I've had pain in my knees, but I just suffer with it. Okay, I gotta stop drinking pop. I got in a bad habit to join him and drink soda water. Normally, I'm just a water drinker. Anyhow, I am stuffed to the brim. Oh, I'll tell you a funny thing that I did at the commissary this morning. I was like really hungry for a pastrami Reuben sandwich, so I got the great rye bread that's got the caraway seeds that I just love. I got the sauerkraut. I got the Swiss cheese. And then I check out of the commissary and I start driving home. And I realize I didn't get any pastrami from the deli. So apparently we're not going to be having pastrami Reuben sandwiches for a while. Your husband tries to tear off his arm, bringing up all the groceries in one trip instead of two trips. Nicole, are you sure we're not married to the same man? Dennis is exactly the same way. He'll have like 50 pounds on each arm. Oh, I started to tell you about I should have brought it down. That would have been fun. Okay, so I've bought 2 wigs to appease my delicate ego over my bald spot. So the one is human hair. It's really dark. It's like a dark chestnut brown. And it makes me look younger, and it's really pretty, but I'm going to have to see my brows. They are not too dark, but in person, you can see they're an ashy dark brown. Not warm at all. A cool tone. And this wig is very warm tone. So I'm going to have to get an eyebrow pencil that's got maybe a brown that's got some reddish, just a little in it, and just warm up my brows a little bit. Yeah, we should play with them, Nicole. I should bring it down. Anyhow, that one is just shoulder length, straight, and it's human hair, but it's a low quality human hair because I wasn't going to pay, $300 or $600 or even, oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys, just for the heck of it, have you ever wig shopped online? I mean, just for a lark, not that you want to buy a wig, but just to look. Some of those wigs that those girls are buying are $2,000 and $3,000 a piece, and I'm like, you got to be nuts to spend $3,000 on a wig. Anyhow, so yeah, it was just a pretty cheap human hair wig. I don't really like how the bangs kind of come from, like they come down like this, and they're straight. They don't. I need to probably use a hot iron to give just a little bit of a puff and a curl to them. And I think it needs to be shaped up, like maybe thinned out a little here, thinned out a little here. It's pretty on the thin side, so I don't want her to go nuts taking it out. But anyhow, so I got that to play with. And then I saw advertised this cute, quirky, short, blonde hair one, and it was synthetic for like $30. And they showed it many different styles that you could take and mess it up. And I got that, and it kind of looks kind of sort of okay. but then on the other hand, kind of outlandish because it's so bulky. So I definitely need that thinned out. But the neat thing about that is it's the same color as my own hair after I bleached it. So you see, I don't have those roots anymore. So actually, I could tuck it under my ear like this, and even with my sideburns showing, it matched that when I was playing around with that last night before I went to bed. So I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I just need somebody. Does anybody know? Have you ever heard? Make a comment. Do you think that synthetic wigs can also be cut just like human hair wigs, or you have to leave them alone? Does anybody know if you can cut synthetic wigs? I saw YouTube how to. Boy, we got a lot of people, and most of them are just watching. Ooh, watching you. This is Lauren. Lauren, hi. I'm surprised all of you guys have survived the Snowmageddon. Some of them may specify if you can cut and curl. This has actually got some pretty wave and curl to it already, so I probably need, if it can be cut. Boy, when I got my hair bleached, oh, I had a surprise. You guys, sometimes, I don't know. Okay, so I finally was going to go to get my hair bleached. Oh, okay. I understand, Savannah, if you're not chatting. You're a busy girl. Busy lady. She's not a little girl anymore. She's a big grown-up lady. So anyhow, oh, you guys should see the video of my great-grandson. He's walking all over the house now. We're digging out of the snow. I am over the snow. So anyhow, went to have my roots bleached, and my mom used to have this saying about there's a sucker born every minute. So she's bleaching my hair, and we're making small talk, as us ladies always do. And I'm telling her about how I'm excited. My birthday's next week. I'm going to be the big 6'5", and whoo-hoo, I made it to old age, and all this stuff. So we get to the part where she's rinsing out my color. And now every time I've had my roots bleached and they wash it out, they've always thrown on a little conditioner, right? That's normal. So she said, okay, I'm just putting some conditioner on it now. So I thought, well, this is just like every other time that they've thrown on some conditioner, like after they shampoo it out, right? So she didn't say, this is a special, I would like to put this special conditioner on. It's going to really do a lot for your hair. It's going to be a little bit extra charge, but I think it's really going to be worth it for you. She didn't say any of that, okay? I'm just going to put a little conditioner on your hair now, and so I thought nothing of it. Oh no, Loren, it was yesterday, hun. This was when I got my hair done last week that I'm talking about. So anyhow, she comes back, she rinses out the conditioner, and then she had the hair dryer going, and she sits me down there and puts the hair dryer, and I just kind of go like this, and because I have thin and very baby fine hair, within 3 or 4 minutes it's already dry. So I told her, okay, I can get out now, I can go because it's dry. So she goes, oh, come over here and sit down. You're not leaving out of here looking like that. You're good, Loren. You're good. Oh, hi, Ashley. Oh, you're helping your... Okay. And so she's like, sit down here. You're not leaving out of here looking like that. Because, it was all straight and I was going to have to kind of just whatever's, no big deal. So she says, I'm going to throw some curls in it. So she starts putting the curling iron, and she takes the blow dryer a little bit and fluffs it up, and some more curls over here, and she plays with it for a little minute. And give her credit, it did, I've never had my hair fixed up that way. It was like very kind of fancy, but it looked very good. And my husband said, and she did an excellent job covering your bald spot, which she did. She had camouflaged my bald spot so well. However, I get to check out, and I'm expecting about maybe $50 to $60 for my bleach at the most. Because back in the day when I would get the discount for being a mall employee, it would be like $40, right? $45, something like that. So I'm thinking at the very most it's going to run me $60. So she added on like extra money for the conditioner. She added on $25 to style my hair, to blow dry it and throw in some curls with the curling iron. 25 friggin' dollars. Can you believe it? And so like it was $90, like $90. I'm like, what? So from now on, if I have that lady, yeah, she had said that she uses wigs herself. She had a tumor in her head and it left a big spot. So she uses wigs herself. So she knows how to deal with wigs. So she said, oh, you bring your wig in and I'll trim it up and it'll look so natural. And I'm sure that she could, because, she made my own hair cover up my bald spot, and it was really looking nice for the day and a half that I had it. But I can't be spending $25 so that my hair looks good for a day and a half. That's craziness. Anyhow, I said to her, how much is that going to cost? So apparently, whenever I have her do anything, I'm going to have to point blank say, now, is this included or is there an extra charge? I want to know ahead of time. Because, oh boy, she saw me coming. My mom would have been laughing, saying, sucker born every minute. Uh-oh, where did you go? There we go. Cut, color, deep conditioning, and gloss treatment, $50 with the tip. Wow, Loren, that's nice. Remember, I cut 8 inches off my hair too. Yes, you did. I was kind of thinking when I ordered that blonde synthetic wig that I said is so cute. Excuse me. I had at that time thought, because my roots were so long, and golly, they're coming in dark black. Now, when I was born, I had thick, long, curly black hair, just pitch black hair. And I think as I'm getting towards my old age, I think that black color is coming back. Because in my elementary school, I had light brown hair. And now the older I get, the darker it seems to be getting. So I had thought to myself, well, it's so grown out, maybe I'll just let it grow all the way out and I won't have to fuss around with this touching up the root stuff. You know what? It just really pulled me down. Oh, I never got to telling you guys about why I was absent for 2 weeks. I was in a really dark place. I was in a funky mood. And I was like depressed. And I just wasn't myself at all. And then Peter had that thing about isolating yourself. And I came to realize watching that that's what I was doing. And I think what happened is it was a vicious circle. I think I isolated myself a little bit from you guys, and that made me even more depressed. And so I isolated some more, and I think it just was like a dog chasing its tail, you know? So, yeah. So I had to just come to a point where I decided I'm going to snap out of this attitude thing. Yeah. You know that old song? I think it was either Aretha Franklin. Tell me who it was that sang, I got a new attitude. Do, 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 do. I got a new attitude. I got to the point where I just decided I'm going to have a new attitude. Oh, Loren, thank you so much. See, that's part of the reason why I kept myself away from you guys, as because I know that it's my job to be lifting everybody up and to feel happy and feel positive, and I wasn't there. And I felt like I would, number one, let you guys down, and number two, I wouldn't be any help at all for anybody that came in that was feeling down in the dumps. I would have probably made them feel worse. So I was caught between a rock and a hard place. So, you know, that's so wonderful. I know you guys would. I just worry because, I have gone to people's YouTube channels and they were like being a bummer, and that's no fun. I quit watching one of the RV ladies because she was always whining and grumbling, and then she turned around and get this, she locked down her comments on her regular videos, so that if you typed a comment, she had to read it and approve for it to show up. Now, I had never said anything other than positive, sweet, loving, because I really liked this lady, until I was kind of disillusioned when she started censoring anything that was not a positive. I can understand that, you don't want to hear a lot of bad things, but golly, to make people feel like their positive things have to even pass muster, it's kind of humbug. So, and she was always grumbling about, people are making comments about this or that. Blow it off. She's old enough to know. And so I didn't want to be. Oh, Patty LaBelle. Yay. Thank you. Loren is the winner. Hmm. Yeah. So you guys would rather, instead of me hiding away until I can pull myself up, you'd rather me come in and say, hey, you guys, I'm feeling bummed out and I'm feeling depressed about this and this. You'd rather me do that and talk to you guys anyhow? Is that it? Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. You guys are really good friends. I'm sorry. It's just that really good friends are hard to find. Sorry. It's tears of happiness. So anyhow. Well, I didn't want to get stripped of my nickname. I was given this nickname when I connected with my confident, happy, positive outlook back in the 80s. ah. ah. So anyhow, Yeah, and it's really hard, it's really hard to get adjusted to Dennis being home 4 days in a row because I have a tendency to just want to get up late, make us our brunch, do the dishes, then by 2 or 3 o'clock is already rolling around, make a little snack, and then start making plans for dinner. Yeah, so anyhow, okay, so the birthday's over. So I am moving forwards to getting on the weight loss bandwagon. So I hope that you guys don't get annoyed if I am like doing true confessions about what I did right or what I did wrong. I'm going to go weigh myself. I told you I weighed about a month before Christmas, I weighed 350. I think I'm going to feel so much better, even if I just get 100 pounds off. Yeah, and poor Mitzi, she says she needs to put the weight on. Couldn't we just transplant some of our fat onto her? Oh, I always say the one thing I like about being fat is I finally have a booty. Because when I'm not fat, I don't have a booty at all. I wish somebody would take away all these boobylicious, as Peter says, boobalicious. I'm looking forward to the boobalicious going bye-bye. They go down, 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 down. I'm like, yes! Because anybody that's had really ginormous, all the late girls say, oh, I want to have big boobies. No, you don't. They're so uncomfortable. Oh, look at my poor shoulders. And I've got the good kind of bra that supposedly doesn't. Anyhow, so new attitude, starting to lose some weight. I would love to come to the mainland, but be able to be healthy on the airplane because of the varicose veins will not be as bad if I drop a good 150 pounds. But I would love to come and have a big adventure meeting some of you guys. And in my big daydreams, I fly in and I rent a van, and I just kind of go take my sweet time and just kind of go over here, and I meet Loren, and then I go over here and I meet all of you guys all over the place. That I think would be so fun. That would be so fun. It'd probably take a whole year. Because I'm one of these people that have a tendency to want to sleep when I drive. So I'd probably only drive 300 miles a day. It'd take me a long time. Aw, Loren, you're awesome. Hey, you guys, say a prayer for my friend. She had her RV channel called Go Granny Joe. Her name is Joe, last name. All of a sudden, it just starts with an S. See? I'm 65. I have those moments. I was having them ahead of time. Janice is her real name, but she goes by Granny Joe. And she's 70 years old, and she had a surgery. It was only like 2-hour surgery. And then the last I heard in an email from her was she was on her way home. Her sister had run in to pick up her medicines, her prescriptions. She was sitting in the car, and she had texted me an email and said she was doing kind of okay. And that was on February 15th. And I have emailed her twice since then and haven't heard a thing. And I'm so worried and concerned over her. She's like 70 years old, so she's a little bit older. And she had several different health issues going on. So I'm a little bit concerned. So let's pray for Granny Joe. Chusiha! You can only drive 2 hours and then you're over it. I like to drive. I love to drive. And it's just that, I don't know, maybe if somebody was sitting there chatting at me and keeping me mentally alert, maybe I'd be okay. Or had a lot of caffeine. Maybe that's a trick. But I'd like to stay in like a van or an RV. Oh. Any of you guys are in California? Can't remember. California supposedly has this wonderful, wonderful place that the one girl that I watch, Becky, she's from Bernie, Becky, and Hank channel. And she's been going to the Fountain of Youth resort, RV resort. And they even have villas for people that don't have RVs. So you can rent a little hotel room. And they have natural hot springs there. They have all kinds of activities like water aerobics in the swimming pool. And she was saying that she was watching the people do their water aerobics swimming, and at the end of it, they all broke out spontaneously, singing together, "Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a glorious day." Oh, can you imagine? She says they have such good attitudes there. They feel so happy, and they're just so positive. And I want to go experience that. We should all meet up there. It looks like a desert, which I can't stand desert. I gotta have trees and some greenery, but I will make an exception to go to this. And yeah, you can do so many things. They got activities and this and that and the other thing. So Becky's been going there a lot because she's really, really enjoying it. She's finding it very nurturing because she's got breast cancer that she's getting chemo for right now. So she's very positive. She shaved her head. She shaved her head because her hair was starting to come out. She's beautiful, sweet, sweet, wonderful lady. So anyhow, sorry. I got to thinking about her after I thought about Granny Joe. Nicole, yeah, that's good that your husband can do that. My husband could drive for long hours without falling asleep, but now that he gave up his driver's license. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, the big adventure with my driver's license. Lately, the state of Hawaii has changed all their rules about getting a driver's license. I've had a driver's license here since 1975, and all of a sudden they don't know who I am. They wanted my birth certificate, which I didn't know where it is, so I had to send for it. Wow, we almost got lost. And you know what? I'm really worried now. I'm going to have to call T-Mobile. I'm like, uh-oh. Because I only get 6 gigs. Guess what? I had forgot to turn my Wi-Fi on when I came back home. So this hour and 10 minutes, I've been going streaming on T-Mobile. Yikes. That must have ate up my data plan for the month. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're back. I know, Savannah. Uh-oh. I can't believe I did that. I'm like, what happened? It was interrupted and Probably because T-Mobile said, oh, heck no, we're not doing this anymore. Ah, I'll just call T-Mobile and I'll say, oh, I think I need to bump up my data plan. Because I think our data plan starts on the 17th, which means, yeah, we have a long ways to go until the 17th of March. Oh, we're down to 3 people. We had been up to 7. They must have fallen off. You had to get unlimited because I kept forgetting to turn on my Wi-Fi. Oops. That might have just happened to me. Well, what they do, Nicole, I get the 6 gigs a month. That's at 4G speeds. And then after you use your 6 gigs up, then you can still go. It's just at a slower rate. So maybe I'll just tough it out this month. I can't believe I did that. I better get some of that Primogen, that stuff they advertise that's for your brain. You take vitamins for your body. Why don't you take vitamins for your brain? And they say. Anyhow, what were we talking about before I got so rudely interrupted by the YouTube closing down on me? We got only 2 people out of 7. Oh my goodness. We got Savannah, and who else do we have still yet? Nicole and Savannah. Anyhow, tomorrow morning I have to go and get my eyes dilated and wear my contacts in so she can see how well I'm wearing my contacts, and yeah. Which is kind of weird. The voice isn't matched up with your mouth anymore. Or is it? Is it just me? I don't know. Let me bring it closer. Maybe I'm mumbling. Am I talking and my mouth is not moving? There's a blurry. There's me. We need to get this down like that. That's more level. Okay. Oh, too bad that 5 people got dumped off and they haven't found their way home. It's definitely not synced anymore. Oh, no. I wonder how that happened, that it's not synced. I'm going to leave and come back. Hold on. Okay. Maybe we'll see if that works. Oh, let there be light. Now I can see. One lovely person, 2 lovely persons. That's better. Okay. So it wasn't on my end, it was on your end. Well, I'm amazed when it said that I could resume because it had told me I was done. Yeah, I'll just call T-Mobile. I ain't going to worry about it. So what else? Oh, I was in the middle of telling you the story about my driver's license. Yeah, that's the ticket. So anyhow, if for any reason you go to your appointment for your renewal and you don't have every single document that they're expecting you to have, and they expect a lot of documents, Uh, yeah, you will fail your renewal. And if you fail your renewal, you're not a driver anymore. And they make you take your test all over again. Not just the written test, but the driver's test too. I was really sweating this. So, because I had to run around, see, most of our bills and everything go to our P.O. box so that I know for sure nothing gets into the hands of other people that live in these condos, because it's so many people live here. It would be easy. Oh, hi, they're coming back. Welcome home. I fell off because just FYI, real quick to the other two that just came back. Um, I did not realize, but I had not turned on my Wi-Fi on my cell phone since I came home. So I was streaming through T-Mobile, and I must have hit my limit or something. Anyhow, yeah, so I sent away for my birth certificate. We couldn't find our marriage certificate. So I tried to send away for a marriage certificate. However, the state of Texas no longer issues a certified copy of your marriage certificate. So all they'll offer you is a letter of proof of marriage. Whatever. And that's supposed to do it for you. And I get up to the window, and she calls me. It's my turn. I had an appointment. You have to get an appointment months in advance. And so, oh yes, Nicole, major headache. So I start to hand her all my documents, my military ID, my driver's license, my car registration, and my birth certificate, then all the proofs of residence. I had 3 different proofs of residence where my condo's address was on the bill. And then it came to because they want to know, oh, they see your social security card. They want to know if your name does not match your birth certificate, they have to have the document that shows why your name is not the same. So, in other words, your marriage certificate. So I give her the letter of proof of marriage, and I said, that's as good as it gets, because state of Texas doesn't issue them any longer. This is all they'll give you if you've lost your marriage certificate. She goes, I'm going to have to get an approval for this. And I thought, oh, here we go. So she goes and she has like a little powwow with 3 of the other guys, 2 other guys and another lady. And they're making phone calls, and they're looking on their computer. You can see they're looking up stuff. And holy moly. So after about 5 minutes, they come back and she says, okay, we've decided this is going to be okay. And I said, well, it's good, because that's all that they said I could get from them. So I was going to be like stuck. And she just laughed. And I said, now, my driver's license is good for 8 years. In 8 years, do I have to bring all this stuff again? And she said, oh, heavens, no, we've photocopied everything. And so you're going to be good next time. You don't have to bring all this. Oh. So anyway, the exciting part, Nicole, is how usually for ID cards or driver's license, your picture always turns out junk. This was a good picture. Oh, I got it. I can show you. Where is my purse? Oh, my purse is way over there. Forget about it. I'll show you another time. But this was only the 3rd good picture I've ever had on an ID card. So they give you a temporary one, and then they mail it in the mail. So in the next 6 weeks or so, I'll get it in the mail. Now we got 5 people. Hi. So it's been busy, I've done my hair. Oh, I got my toes done. They are a sparkly shamrock green, emerald green for St. Patty's Day. Oh dear. Bachi has the hysterical pregnancy again. Can you hear her growling? She's threatening to kill her mother if her mother comes close. Don't threaten to kill your mother. She's so psychotic. My dog has deep, deep ingrained psychosis. Every now and then she thinks she's hatching this baby. Bachi, you want to come up and talk to the people? Um, yeah. So, yeah, I've been busy. I did bleached my roots. Oh, I did the facial. Oh, guess what Alberta gave me for my birthday? A gift card to Ulta. Woo! Score! I'm so excited. I gotta go. I need to take back. I had bought some Lancome face foundation, and I hadn't opened it yet. And I thought that was the one that they showed me on my face at Ulta. That looked so natural. Even looking with the 10x mirror, you could see that it melted right down into my skin. You know, it did not look like it was just laying on top of the skin. It looked like it went and just became one with my skin, and that was with the 10x mirror. So I know it looked great. So anyhow, I have to go and get that because the Navy NEX, when I went to buy the Lancome, they only had one style of foundation, two, but one style that would be good for dry skin. And the other one that's probably the style that they had at Ulta, they only had one color and it wasn't my color. So I don't know why they don't stock all of the colors. That seems not right. Anyhow, so yeah, I've been busy getting my eyes checked, getting my hair done. The only thing I didn't have done to my hair was cut. I'm letting it grow a little bit. Um, Getting my toes did. I was just busy, busy, busy. So I'm so excited about my sunflowers. See, they're not opening too much yet, but they will. So sunflowers and a rose. So, anybody gone to see the new movie by The Rock? Well, he's not in it. It was his production company, and I think he was the producer. And I think he might have been the writer for the script. And it's called Fighting with My Family. Supposed to be really, really good. We almost went to a movie yesterday, but we took a ride instead. After we had our Cinnabons and we had Panda Express, then we took a ride up to Haleiwa, and I got to be the one looking and going, woo, 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 because usually I'm the driver. And then we just came home and came to Alberta's house and had cake and ice cream. Then we got stopped at Foodland. We got a pork chops. We got pork chops for supper and asparagus. Ooh, I love asparagus. And they had it on sale, $2.89 a pound. Who has been using either their air fryer or an Instapot lately? Hi, Jennifer. I didn't see her say hello earlier. I'm surprised Mitzi's not here. You know who else I'm surprised I'm surprised we're not seeing Michelle from Michelle and Adam. Sometimes Adam is working until late, so I'm not seeing Michelle. Oh, you love an air fryer. If I'm not cooking in my air fryer, I'm cooking in the Instapot and vice versa. I go back and forth and then usually just supplement side dishes cooked on the induction uh, burner top. But yeah, last night I made our pork chops in the air fryer, and then towards the tail end of them finishing cooking, I threw in the asparagus and cooked it right uh, next to the pork chops. They tasted great. Yes, it is. Um, if you like bacon and you like asparagus, I have heard outstanding reviews. Take a piece of bacon and just wrap it around the asparagus and cook it in your air fryer. Yeah. Savannah is loving her air fryer. I think she's loving her Instapot too. Instapot you have to get used to. Well, I think the air fryer you have to get used to too, because I've heard so many people on the Facebook group for the Instapot that just can't seem to get the hang of it. They're overcooking everything. Like I threw a pizza, the small individual kind of Boboli pizza crust. I put all the sauce and the toppings, threw it in there, and in 4 minutes it's done. But I think this one person really did it because it was. She showed a picture, and her pizza was burnt to a crisp. Oh, that's neat. Well, I don't know. People they buy. Uh, they'll come into the group and they'll say, uh, "I just got a new air fryer, and what is the first thing I should try to cook? And what kind of things can I cook?" And it's like it's not rocket science. It's just a small version of a convection oven. That's all. Anything you'd put in your regular oven, you can put in there. Anyhow, I got to teach you guys how to make a cheesecake in the Instapot, though. That thing rocks. I love the lemon one that I made. It wasn't pretty, but boy, did it taste good because I had gotten carried away with it, and I was only supposed to take a toothpick and she said lightly swirl, two little swirls. Well, I didn't have a toothpick at the time, and I grabbed a knife and I cut deep down through the cheesecake part to swirl it, and the lemon filling for the lemon bar filling just went inwards to the center and just like sunk it like, oh my goodness. No. Ultimate fail, epic fail, as they would say. But it was tasty. I think I'm going to have to get up pretty soon and walk around a little bit. You like cheesecake? I'm thinking of trying a new cheese. Even though I'm going to be losing weight, I'm still going to eat goodies. I'm just not going to eat half a cheesecake in one day. Of course, they were a small cheesecake. Trying to rationalize it. No, but hey, everything in moderation. If and really, what I'm going to do the next time I make cheesecake is I'm going to cut it in wedges and freeze the wedges. And they said you can even put skewers so it's like on a popsicle stick and freeze them. I had one time many long years ago from a company that would make the cheesecake wedge on a popsicle stick, and then they would dip it in that kind of chocolate that when you lift it up, say you froze your cheesecake, dipped it in, and it's like a crust. What do you call it? Shell, chocolate shell. Yeah, that was really good. Cheesecake dipped in chocolate. Ooh. One of the things that makes the world go round. Cheesecake dipped in chocolate. I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. Nicole, your husband should have spoiled you. Butchie's laying here. This is Butchie's baby. This is Butchie's baby. Yeah, I give you your baby back. She is right up on me. She gets so needy. It's so sad. Yeah, it's so sad. Mama gonna go lay down on the bed and you can cuddle up. Anyhow, what is everybody doing for St. Patty's Day that will be here in just a little over 2 weeks? He spoiled me by not letting me sleep. Oh, by letting me sleep. That's what I asked for birthdays, is sleep. Oh, how cute. Watch the boys. Did you already find out if you're having a boy or a girl? And are you still keeping it a secret? My friend Sharon Lee that has a YouTube channel, she's in Alabama. Shout out to Sharon. She found out that she's going to be a grandma to a little girl. Coming soon to Grandma Sharon's arms near you. She has a grandson already, but she's going to have a granddaughter soon. So anyhow, I probably should let you go. It's been an hour and a half. Your insurance has been a nightmare. Oh no. Ah. Sorry that your insurance is messed up. I'm kind of going through that too now because they switched me over to Medicare. I'm not on TRICARE anymore. Well, I think they call it TRICARE for life. That's the one last thing I have to do now that I have my Medicare card. I have to make another appointment to go get another military ID card, and then they'll make a whole nother military ID card and it'll say Medicare on there. Yeah. Did he have military insurance like the TRICARE before that? Anything that the government's involved in, this is why I just laugh when they say let's give Medicare to everybody. Oh, well, then everybody's going to be really not liking their Medicare, their medical. Because anything that you want really messed up, hand it to the government to take care of. They can have so much bureaucracy, red tape, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah, he was retired military. Now, how did you have retired military but not have TRICARE? Wow. Well, we just signed up for TRICARE several years ago. We were trying to just have, but Dennis has the chronic diabetes stuff and the high cholesterol, and so he needed to be seen all the time. Well, is he on the VA thing? Maybe that's why it's a bigger headache than really once we got Dennis's Medicare filled out, his wasn't too bad. But he never went the VA route. I got a bad hangnail. I got to stop doing, because see, when I get a hangnail, I want to pull the hangnail out with my teeth, and then what happens? It bleeds, right? I got to stop that. Leave it alone. So, so when I get my new foundation, I'm going to do a Get Ready With Me. State of Tennessee decided they wanted to force me to get on their insurance called Cover Kids, and it's been over a month, and they still haven't fixed it. Oh, why? Hi, Treasure. Okay, Savannah. I love you. Go charge your phone up, honey. Oh my. No wonder. It would make me angry too. Well, Savannah doesn't have medical insurance, and the state of Texas keeps saying, oh, if she wants to try to get insurance, then they're going to have to do a home study and start something about child support. Something, I don't know. Like they were going to cause problems for her boyfriend. But he doesn't need to do child support because they they live in the same house, and he buys all this extra stuff for the baby and everything. So I don't understand how that's such a mess. We've dropped down to two people. So I think I'm going to get off of here. It's still $2. Yeah, it's $2.18 here in Hawaii. It's 2.18 here in Hawaii. Yeah, they tried to put me on food stamps and stuff, but we don't need. Plus, my hubby makes too much, according to them. Aha. I hope, Nicole, did you watch my video about getting the facial? I hope you watched it because, oh my goodness, my skin is still so super soft from having that facial. Even though I have not been putting my moisturizer like I should at nighttime and at morning, I have not done that, but my skin is still so soft. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye and good night. And you'd get a rest. Oh, how cute. That's sweet. Love you so much. Mm. Sending you hugs from Hawaii. Okay, nighty night. Get a good rest. Oh,